the verdict is in. Do I get a food drop? Do I get my cardio up? What's happening? Drum roll, please. Okay, so meal 2 is happening. Also, takeout sauce. I ran out. I had to spend like a good 2 or 3 days without it, and it was awful. But now it is back, and I'm excited. A little bit earlier, I've scheduled today. I have a little pit stop to make on the way to the gym. But yeah, the usual. About to eat meal 2, pre-workout. Gonna hit a workout, chest and shoulders today. And Des is back, so get to bring you along for the workout. How are you doing over here?
Great.
What are you doing?
Working.
You work?
I do, believe it or not. I don't just live off of you.
Oh, okay. Maybe one day. Alright, that's it. Alright, it is finally gym time. Are you ready for this?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Always.
Alright, let's hit it. I'm already hungry. Oh, it's gonna be fun.
Holy biceps. Do you need a seatbelt?
Yes.
Does anybody actually use that?
Nope.
Flight attendants will be coming through the cabin to check your seatbelts.
Oh no, I need an
Please make sure. Remember to put your mask on first. If we.
Oh. All right, guys.
Oh, that's right.
Doing it.
I can't take you seriously with that belt on. Come on.
Okay. workout is done. How'd it go, Des?
It was fun.
We were a little delirious, but it was fun. Now we are here at Sprouts. Yes. I am not door dashing my groceries today. I am being a little bit less of a lazy ass. Just a little bit. So we're gonna get some food. Need the usual chicken, asparagus, whatever else we find on the way in there.
Cheeto Puffs. I'm just kidding.
No. But yeah. Alright, time to shop.
No luck? Sprouts you should carry.
Green. Only one.
Bam!
A bit less.
You did it.
Probably work out too.
What is it?
Oh, it's just all-purpose food color.
We're done.
All done.
Did it.
Yes.
Feel accomplished.
Yeah, so accomplished. Alright, shopping is done. And discovered that ordering on DoorDash is not just about convenience. It's definitely harder to resist things that are in the store. Because with DoorDash, you have your list of things, or Instacart, whatever you prefer. It's like your common things that you buy. You don't really need to browse. You just do your usual. But when you're in the store and you're hungry, first of all, yeah, shouldn't go shopping hungry. But there's just so many things that normally you probably wouldn't even want, but they're just there, and we're like, you want everything. So it's the safety measure to also order your groceries versus just going into the store. But it does also prevent you from just sticking random things in your cart. So although you pay like a convenience fee, I feel like you still end up kind of saving money when you order groceries. It's a weird thing. Anyways, back to the house, apartment thing. What do you think, Des? Is it good?
It's amazing.
You
I love
recommend?
it. Highly recommend.
How many
Especially
stars?
from the measuring cup.
How many stars out of 5 would you give it?
5.
You heard it. 5 stars, guys. So I'm a dummy and I ran out of prep chicken. So now I'm kind of having to make some on the fly. But cooking enough for tomorrow. Maybe a little more as well. I already showed you how I do my chicken. So if you haven't watched that video, go watch that video. But I'm cooking up dinner now. And then we're going to have our date night, right, Des?
Yeah.
So we got to figure out what to watch. We've kind of basically ran out of ideas. So we're thinking I might give in and actually get like the HBO Max subscription, because everyone keeps recommending things from HBO Max, and I always am like, I don't have that. So I gotta cancel a few other subscriptions first, then hop on the HBO Max train. So I'm gonna do it. So if you have any other suggestions for HBO Max specifically, definitely let me know. Leave them in the comments so I can check them out. Okay, time to cook. Okay, so here's dinner: chicken, rice, asparagus. And I tried to purchase HBO Max, but it told me that I wasn't authorized to do so with this Roku. So I gotta figure that out, do it another time. So until then, we have landed on How to Become a Cult Leader on Netflix. So that'll have to do for right now. Maybe I'll have to figure out the HBO Max after I'm done eating. I'm just too hungry to figure it out right now. But yeah, dinner time, date night. Okay, so check-in is done. I'm a little worried my food's gonna drop this week, but we're gonna find out. Until then, I'm gonna take these dogs out. Alright guys, so the verdict is in. Do I get a food drop? Do I get my cardio up? What's happening? And, drumroll please, just kidding. No changes this week. So, we get to keep the food, cardio stays the same, which is still a lot. 7 days a week of 35 minutes. Definitely starting to feel that low level fatigue still, but hey, one more week with no changes. I can do it. I can handle this. I'm glad I get to keep my food. And one thing I was thinking about was how bodybuilding, I know it's misunderstood by many, but it also is a pretty good teacher. You learn about yourself through the process, this whole prep. Food is an emotional thing for most people. There's a lot of emotional connections, there's a lot of cultural connections to food, and it really teaches me how to take my emotions out of the decisions I make. There isn't really time for me to make emotional decisions. I find that I procrastinate less and I just take more action because it's like, I don't have time to procrastinate. I'm gonna get hungry. Plus, I have so many other things to do that it really takes the emotional aspect out of the things that I do throughout the day, instead of being like, oh, I could do this later, or I don't really feel like doing this. When it becomes non-optional, it really, takes the emotional part of the equation out of it. And it's one way to approach things. Like, say you're really craving something, but you have goals. Are you wanting that hamburger out to, is it a logical decision? Is it going to be something that's going to bring you closer to your goals? Or is it an emotional decision? Are you trying to justify it by having a bad day? Justifying it by saying you deserve it because you exercised that day, which isn't really how it works, guys. So that's just one thing to consider before you're making decisions going throughout your day. Are you making these decisions out of an emotional place or a logical place? Is it going to get you closer to your goals or further away from your goals? Of course, we all have times where we let the emotions get the best of us, or it's okay to acknowledge those emotions, feel those emotions. Doesn't mean we're pushing them to the side and being like, no, we can't have that, not allowed to feel those emotions. You're allowed to feel those emotions, but you'd be crazy what it is like to actually have to process those emotions and sit with those emotions when you can no longer numb it with things like food or other like pleasurable things. So it really is this eye-opener of how much emotional connection I might have to food. Many people do, so it's no surprise. But it really gives you new ways of looking at things, new ways to have to cope with those emotions, and also it really forces you to be present and sit in those emotions, process them, think about them, and not just try to cover them up with food and pleasure and etc. So maybe a little challenge for you all is think before you indulge in something. Is this an emotional decision, a logical decision? Is it gonna get me further or farther away from my goals? So that's just where I'm gonna end this video today. Just some things that I've learned through the past month or so. But 11 weeks out, guys. It's getting down to the wire. I know I have a food drop coming soon. Haven't gotten there yet, but I know it's coming, so stay tuned. Thanks so much for watching. Peace out. I'll see you next time.